Peace. What's the word, everybody? Peace, Queen. Yashmin. Peace. What's the word? What's going on? Give everybody a chance to tune on in, man. I'm in one of them moves. I'm in one of them zones. So this gonna be one of them streams where I kind of vent, go in, may not get to all the comments and whatnot, man, because I'm in one of them zones. So again, I'm gonna allow everybody to tap on in, man, before I start spazzing out on the subject matter for the day. A little bit of inspiration and motivation for the black men and women, because we need that upliftment, we need that encouragement, we need that empowerment. And I'm about to let y'all know about the true nature of y'all selves, just in case y'all forgot. Just in case y'all forgot. Like I said, every other culture knows about our power but us. So a lot of times I gotta be, or those of us that are in the know have to be the constant reminder for those of us that are lacking the knowledge of oneself. So that's part of my duty, man, to continue to let y'all know how powerful y'all are by nature. So I'm gonna give everybody this chance to tune in, man, before we start building. Montel, peace, what's the word? How everybody living, how everybody feeling? Like I said, man, I'm in some venting going on, but y'all already know. It's nothing new. Nothing new under the sun, as they say. Nothing is new under the sun. What's the word, man? How everybody living? How is this Wednesday treating everybody? We got to do some building today, man. We got to build, man. Like I said, we trying to keep the vibes positive, peaceful, productive, efficient, powerful, all that good stuff, man. That's how we trying to keep the vibes around here. A lot of destruction, a lot of chaos. I don't try to feed into that nonsense, man, because we got a lot of other outlets that do that. So this ain't the outlet for that, man. We talking about the upliftment of black men and women. That's what it's about. Montel, man, everything is peaceful my way, man. Everything is centered, balanced. Everything is cool, man. I can't complain. Complaining won't do anything anyway. So we don't even deal with complaining, man. We don't got time for it, man. We just adapt and adjust, and we just plow through the obstacles, man. Plow through the obstacles. Plow through the obstacles, man. And anything that's not adding on to your life, that's subtracting from it in a negative light, we discard it. We don't deal with it. We don't entertain it. Like, that's the type of level, that's the type of vibe, that's the type of time that we are on. If it's not adding on, it's subtracting from your life in a negative way, discard it, do away with it, eliminate it, do not entertain it. Nonsense, man. We ain't got time for it, man. We all about elevation and ascension. Airview, peace. What's the word? What's the word? We dealing with elevation and ascension, man. We only trying to we get to the top. We getting back to the throne. We reclaiming our position on that throne, man. That's what we own. If somebody is not on that type of time and that type of vibe, we ain't rocking with it. We ain't rocking with it. If somebody ain't trying to build about improving their health, we ain't rocking with it. If somebody ain't trying to build in regards to the upliftment of black people, we not rocking with it. We not rocking with it, man. If they sitting around here spitting all type of information that's destroying the black community, we ain't rocking with it. We ain't rocking with it. We ain't rocking, but we nation building, as they called it, man. We striving to build. We striving to build, man. We bringing that village mentality back, man, because that's what it's gonna take, the village mentality, man. We trying to get our position back. We trying to get our status back in this world. It's gonna take that village mentality, and those of us that are in the know, we got to stick together, and we got to continue to push a certain type of message. We got to continue to make the positive message, the empowering messages. We got to push them, promote them, make those things go viral. People got to see black brothers and sisters speaking about other black brothers and sisters in a positive light. That's what must be done. That's what must be done. So I'm going to continue to do my best, man. Every time that I get the urge, to talk about my brothers and sisters in a positive light, I'm striving to get on here and do so. Because we need it, man. We need it. Every black person in the wilderness of North America, man, is suffering from some form of depression, man. We all depressed. We all suffering. We all sick. We all need healing. We all need it. We all need it. We all suffering, man. We all suffering. Black people in the wilderness of America, we all suffering, no matter what your status is, no matter how many material objects or items you possess. We all suffer. We all suffering. It's that collective trauma. We all dealing with it. We all deal with it. That trauma was passed down generation to generation to generation. And we all are impacted by it. Whether we want to acknowledge it or admit it or not, it affects us all. So if you a black person in the wilderness of North America, you are suffering from some form of depression, and we all need healing. So we need one another. In order for us to heal, we need one another, man. We need one another in order for us to achieve that healing. It's hard to heal by yourself, you know. So we need one another for that healing. We need that support system. That's that support group. We need that. We need that. So we cannot be giving up on one another. You're a black man, you can't be giving up on other black men. You can't be giving up on a black woman. If you're a black woman, you can't be giving up on another black woman, and you can't be giving up on a black man. We cannot be so quick to give up on one another, because we must understand. We must understand the position that we are in as people and how we got here and why we are in this position in the first place. We must understand those simple things. We must understand those simple things, man. We got to understand the role, again, as I always talk about, the role that the system has played in our condition and our psyche, our mentality. Got to understand all of these dynamics before we write one another off so quickly. These are things that must be understood before you write off the black man, before you write off the black woman. All of these things must be thoroughly understood. All of these things must be thoroughly understood. But again, this is the type of information that they don't want to rise to the top. As we say, the cream rises to the top. This is the type of information, this is the type of content that they do not want to appear on the surface. Do not want to appear on the surface. We done talked about COINTELPRO and the whole agenda of COINTELPRO in regards to preventing the rise of the Black Messiah. I'm going to read you a quote. What J. Edgar Hoover said. And if you know about COINTELPRO, then you know who J. Edgar Hoover is, the founder of that particular situation or agency or whatever you want to refer to it as. J. Edgar Hoover said there will never be another Black Messiah unless we create him. King, peace, what's happening? You already know today's mathematics is knowledge, and that's what we bring it to the surface. Maybe bringing that knowledge, bringing that information. That is what we bring it to the surface today. But J. Edgar Hoover told y'all, one of the founders of the COINTELPRO agency, Justin, peace, what's happening? He said there will never be another Black Messiah unless we create him. So they let you know the agenda right there. When J. Edgar Hoover said that, when he wrote that and he stated it, he meant that. He meant that. There will never be another Black Messiah unless we create him. What is that telling y'all? You melanated, peace, what's happening? Airview, my brother, appreciate that donation. What that tell y'all, man? There will never be another Black Messiah unless we create him. So again, you got to ask yourself, when some of these individuals appear to come out of nowhere, you got to understand the agenda right now. They letting you know right now there will never be another Black Messiah unless we give him to you. That is what COINTELPRO, that is what they wrote down. That is what J. Edgar Hoover wrote down. There will never be another Black Messiah unless we create him. So unless we give him to you, there will never be another Black Messiah. So when you see some of these black men appear to have came out of nowhere with millions of subscribers, followers, and things of that nature, you got to ask yourself a few questions like, where did you come from? How did you appear to blow up overnight? They giving you these messiahs, man. They giving you these messiahs. That's that trick knowledge that Elijah Muhammad talked about. And we always fall for the okie doke. So what do? We start following these false, what they call prophets that they gave us. Oh, wow, they understand the agenda because they laid the agenda out to some of these frauds in the community that's scamming the people that look just like me, that look just like you. They gave them the agenda. They allowed them to appear on the surface, talking that consciousness. That's the Messiah that they talking about that they was going to give you. So they give you these messiahs. They give you these black brothers to follow that it looks as if they came up overnight. And a lot of times they all have the same exact story. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed most of these brothers that seemingly come out of nowhere, they all have similar stories. They done been through all of these black organizations. They was Nuwapians, they was Muslims, and then a lot of them, most of them was locked up. They all be having similar stories, man. And all of a sudden they come out of nowhere. They come out of nowhere. And then years later, after they done manipulated the people, boom, now they get accused of scamming. It is the same thing. It is the same. It's literally the same old song and dance. Zeke for sure. It's literally the same old song and dance each time. appearing, they come out of nowhere. Same old song and dance, same old story. They take and what we call mixed, tampering, and diluting. So they take a lot of the information from all of the black organizations, try to condense it and form their own type of belief system by combining all of the information, what we call mixing, tampering, and diluting. So they combine all of the information, all of the teachings of these black organizations, and they try to remix it in a way to where they can manipulate the people and make it seem like they done came up with a doctrine or they done came up with a new culture or a new way of life. No, they have just taken all of the teachings. They've taken lessons from all of the teachings from all of these black organizations, and they have condensed them and remixed it to where you thinking they coming up with some new information. This sounds good. This sounds fancy. Yeah, because they took all the information. It's called what we, like I said, mixing, tampering, diluting. We don't advise that. You can't be speaking the 5% lingo, then mix it with the Nuwapian lingo, then mix it with, like, you cannot be doing that. That's disrespectful to the cultures. That's disrespectful. You can't be talking about the supreme mathematics and all of that type of good stuff using the lingo you have never tried to study the lessons, and then you mixing it with another culture and then acting like that's right and exact. You can't do that, man. It's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful 100%. So we gotta stop doing that, man. That's nothing is authentic about that. Nothing is authentic about that, man. Nothing is authentic about that. Some people do not approve of that, man. When you taking bits and pieces from the culture and then mixing it with other cultures, like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. You showing a lack of discipline, man. We lacking discipline. We be all over the place, man. You see a lot of these brothers, man, they all over the place, man. They can't stick to one side. They all over the place. They all over the place, man. Koshun, peace, what's happening? Plant-based way or no way? Hey, that's right and exact. Plant-based way or no way. That's what we fool with. But now, like I said, that the whole topic of this, man, it's a God-fearing man, is a black man that fears himself. And the reason why I titled that revolves around when you hear a lot of sisters say they were like a God-fearing man. See, this is the type of world that we done grew up in, that we have been conditioned to grow up in. That's the type of mentality that a lot of these sisters then that has been indoctrinated in a lot of in the minds of a lot of these sisters, man, to want a God-fearing man, because again, we've been indoctrinated with all of these religions, Christianity, the Baptist church, the Catholic church, things of that nature, man. So when you say that you want a God-fearing man, what is it that you are saying? You are literally saying that you want a black man that fears himself, because we know and understand the true nature of that black man. When you study all the gods from ancient cultures, as I've shown and proven in previous streams, when you study all of the gods of ancient cultures, guess who the god is? Guess how that god is depicted? Black man all the time. Study the ancient cultures, man, and disprove what I'm saying, man. When they start putting God in human form, when they start depicting God in human form, it's always a black man, man. So when you say you want that God-fearing man, you want a black man that fears himself. That's not what you want. That's not what you want, man. You want that. You want a black man that know that when they know God, they know himself, because he knows that he is God. He understands that he is God, man. He knows and he understands that that is his true nature. That's what you want. You want somebody that embraces what they call that God consciousness. You want a black man that embraces that God consciousness. That God that's within himself. That's what you want. That's what you need. That is going to be the brother that leads you in the right direction. That's going to be the brother that leads you in the right direction. You shouldn't want any brother that has any type of fear instilled in him. We not fearing ourselves, and we for sure ain't fearing no mystery God, man. We ain't fearing any of that. We ain't fearing ourselves. We not fearing another brother, and we not fearing a mystery God that we have never seen and we will never see. We not fearing any of that. I know this is not popular information, but I got to hit y'all where it hurts sometimes, man. We not fearing any of that. Y'all sitting up on, y'all waiting for a mystery God. Y'all waiting for some Jesus to come back. It's not happening. It's not happening. So you can miss me with that. You want a God-fearing man. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's study what you're talking about. Let's study what you believe in. Let's study what you believe in. Let's really start doing the knowledge to this God that you're talking about. And you're going to see that God is a man. And not only that, God is a black man. I guarantee you, once you start studying God, it's going to lead you to a black man. It's going to lead you to a black man. And a lot of people hear that type of rhetoric, create strategy, peace, what's happening, Maze, peace, what's happening. A lot of people hear that type of rhetoric and get in their feelings and get emotional. It's 2021. You can't say God is a black man in 2021. People going to get offended. Women going to get offended. They're going to say, oh my, how can you say that? You saying that you better than us? You saying that we are inferior because it's 2021? They not understanding what we saying. They not understanding what God even means, and they not understanding the importance of the universe and the earth, which we assign to them. Please tell me what is God without the universe, a universal platform to build? What is God without an earth for people to inhabit? So please tell me, what's God without an earth? So when we say the black man is God, that is in no way, shape, or form making us appear to be superior, because again, what is God without anything to build on? What is God without any earth? Please let me know that. Please let me know. Please, somebody let me know. What is a God without an earth? What is a God without a platform to build on? But see, they didn't instill that trick knowledge, man. Y'all viewing God in the wrong type of light. Y'all viewing God in the wrong type of light. So that's why it takes a minute for y'all to really understand what we are talking about and what we mean. Just like when we tell y'all the white man is the devil, y'all be like, oh my gosh, that sounds spooky. That sounds scary. When y'all don't really understand what devil means. Deceiver. The number one deceiver of our people has been who? That's what we mean when we call that man the devil, man. That is literally what we mean. Deceiver, man. This ain't nothing that's big, bad, and spooky. This ain't nothing for us to fear. But see, they haven't broken these things down to you, man. You have been bred and trained to believe in these religions since you were born. So you didn't study anything. They just gave you this religion. They just told you what to believe and you just ran with it. You never questioned anything, because then when you question something, they was like, nah, don't be quick. Look, stay in a child's place. They shunned you for asking these questions. So you just accepted it. You never actually studied God and what God is. Guarantee you 100% of the time. How many people just took the time out? They say one of the most important questions you can ask is, who is God? How many people have asked themselves that question and actually studied it? That's what led me to knowledge of self. I actually started studying God, man. I was seeing it in the Bible, but I'm like, man, let me study this. Like, who is God? Like, let me study that. Let me study that. When you study it, tell me where it's going to trace you back to. Tell me where it's going to trace you. Hey, I've been studying God for a very long time. I'm telling you, that's where it's going to lead you back to. Whether you studying the ancient Egyptians, whether you studying the Ethiopians, no matter who you studying, I'm guaranteeing you, it's going to come back to the black man, man. And I guarantee you, when you deal with anything that's dealing with nature or the earth, I guarantee you it's going to be assigned to whom? The black woman. Guaranteed. So these teachings are nothing new under the sun, man. Nothing is new under the sun. And then, like I said, the ancient Ethiopians, as J.A. Rogers put it in his book, The 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro, like I said, the Ethiopians back in the day let y'all know that the devil was a white man, not something that was black. So these teachings are not new. So stop acting like we done just came up with some new teachings and we out here tripping. No. Our ancestors been tried to let us know. But again, we already know what happened, because who? The devil, the deceiver, that colored man that we talks about. See, they done told you that you colored. But see, that's a whole nother video. They done told black people that we are colored people. That's not right and exact. White man, he's colored. They are colored. They are colored. Man, when you embarrass that white man, what he gonna do? He gonna turn colors, right? He gonna turn purple. He gonna turn red. That's a colored man. That's a colored man. We are the original man. Like, they are colored. That's that trick knowledge. That's that trick knowledge, man. Like I said, Pastor Troy got that song, Vice Versa. I'm telling y'all, man, everything is really in reverse. They call us colored when really they are the colored ones. What Elijah Muhammad talked about, one step for man, one step for mankind. When they say stuff like that, one step for man, one step for mankind. They are a kind of man. We are the original man. They are a kind of man. Come on, man. They putting it right in front of your face. They putting it right in your face, man. But then they want to make people like a lot. The people that came and taught the truth, they want to make them look like they was crazy. Why? What is that? One step for man, one step for mankind. Break down the language, man. Break down the language. Create strategy. Appreciate that donation. Oh, Wayne, listen, it ain't, and that's good to say. I feel like we would all be Nikola Tesla level, but we ain't even got to be on his level. Imhotep was wiser than any Tesla. Yeah, Imhotep was that dude. So we would be on a Imhotep level. We would be like our ancestors, man, if we just lived according to our true nature. If we just realized and understood the truth about ourselves, like we would all be operating, utilizing that higher form of intelligence, because it's all within all of us. It's within all of us, literally. Literally, when they talk about that melanin, that is, listen, when you are blessed with that melanin, I'm telling you, you are very powerful. You just got to tap into that power. You got to tap in. You got to access that DNA. You got to tap into it. You got to clear the mind. You got to meditate, man. You got to eat the right food so you can tap into that DNA and access that information, that powerful information. When you blessed with that melanin, man, there are no limits to what you can accomplish and achieve mentally. I'm telling you, that's the type of stuff they don't want you to know. All you got to do is realize how powerful you are, and then boom, activate. It's activated. You realize that power. You understand how powerful you are. You know how powerful you are. You putting it into motion, therefore it's activated. Wayne, and the jewel about that, you say Bobby Hemmett video on YouTube, what if God is the devil, make you think. This is the way this is how they did the trick knowledge. It ain't about really the God being devil. It's about the depictions. So when they would give you an image of God or Jesus, it would be typically of what? White man. So a lot of people got the white Jesus, and we already know the connection between Jesus and God. So we might as well say that they are one and the same. So you give a person a white image of Jesus, what are you automatically going to think about God? You're going to think that God is a white man, and they have given you images of God being a white man, looking like the white Santa Claus that they give us. So again, in a sense, God is the devil in regards to how they depicting it and pushing it on us. They showing you this white Jesus and they showing you this white God, when really that has been associated with the devil from our ancestors, that of a white man. And then they telling you the devil is black, when you study ancient cultures, black is associated with God. So in a sense, that is correct. That's right and exact. Anytime you see that white image of Jesus or that white image of God, that's the devil, man. That's the devil. Then you see the devil and he black as this shirt I got on. This is trick knowledge, man. That's the God right there. So you taught to fear God and love the devil because of those depictions. That's how they get you. It's trick knowledge, vice versa. Pastor Troy's talking about it. Just peace, what's happening? Konsu, peace, what's the word? Rude boy, yeah, I know a little bit about it. Akuma for sure. King me, ain't no mystery devil at all. See, none of this stuff is mysterious. None of this stuff is spooky. Like I say, God is a man, the devil is a man. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. And like I said in the description, when it comes to the black man and woman coming together to build, that's why I always encourage my sisters to get in tune with nature, get in tune with the earth. A lot of y'all are already in tune, but that's why we refer to y'all as the earth. That's why they refer to it as Mother Nature and things of that nature. Mother Nature. If you are a black woman and you're not out here studying the earth, you are losing. You should be mastering nature. Like, that is your duty. That's your responsibility. Master nature, master the earth. That's you. That's you. Master nature, master the earth. When you get a sister that masters the earth, masters nature, and then you get that brother that realizes who he is, you got a powerful combination. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop that. Nobody gonna be able to stop that. Nobody is gonna be able to stop that black man that realizes, you know what? They'd have been lying to me all these years, man. It ain't no mystery God. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking at God right now. I'm the God is activated within me. And then you got that sister that's in tune with earth and nature and mastering life outside of herself, life around her, and herself at the same time, because she is nature. So if she's mastering herself, she's mastering nature. Look at how the woman's body operates, man. It operates according to nature. It operates according to nature. Come on now. So again, these teachings ain't too far-fetched when we say these things. These teachings ain't too far-fetched at all, man. Y'all bodies literally operate according to nature. You could literally study nature and learn about your body as a woman. So again, nothing far-fetched about it. Nothing far-fetched about it. Get in tune, man. Get in tune. Get in tune. One thing about God, he builds. God builds, man. That's what the guys do. We build. That's why this joint, build and destroy. We build it. Fathers of civilization, God of the what? Universe. We build. We build. We build. So builders build. We got to continue to build as black men, man. We got to build with one another, and we got to build with these sisters, man. We got to understand what our duty is and what our role is and who we are. And we can't be afraid to announce who we are to the public. We can't be afraid of it. You can't be afraid to be a black man and stand up and say, you God. I don't care if it's 2021, 2022. I don't care what type of backlash you gonna receive, man. That's what it is. That's what the teachers and told us. That's what the teachers and told us, man. You study your culture, you study your ancestors, they're gonna tell you the same thing I'm telling you. Air view for sure. Getting that sun is most definitely essential to our success, man. We got to get in that sun, man. Activate that vitamin D, charge up that melanin, get that pineal gland healthy, all of that good stuff. And is that Andronicus? Peace. Wayne, for sure. And that's that trick knowledge, man. That is that trick knowledge, man. I'm trying to let y'all know. Trick knowledge. I done had arguments, and it's crazy. I done legit had arguments with black people. And I feel like I should not have had to have these arguments. But I didn't literally have arguments, because it turns into an argument because I'm passionate about this. So I done had arguments about people saying, y'all already know, color don't matter. So I had somebody literally try to tell me that it would not make a difference in the school system if black children saw that black people actually came up with these theories. Literally, I was like, if they taught the truth to the black children, so instead of putting the Greek face, Pythagoras, alongside the Pythagorean theorem, and instead they put the ancient Egyptians to where he got it from, they put a black face next to that theorem or theory, I'm telling you that would do wonders for the black mind, for the black child, because they gonna see that their people were a lot more than just slaves, because that's what the school system taught us back in the day. So if they start seeing these theories, these equations, and they start seeing that black people were actually responsible for them, people that look like them, I'm telling you, that is a game changer. See, people don't understand what that's doing subconsciously when that black child looks in that book and sees nothing but white faces that's responsible for everything. They gonna start, like, subconsciously, it's like, well, what do we do? What are we good for? Absolutely nothing. So when they tell that black child that, hey, yeah, y'all people were inferior or are inferior, they will start to believe that, because that is what the books are leading them to believe. So somebody had the nerve to tell me it would not matter if you actually inserted the truth in these books and the black children saw that it was actually black people responsible for all of this. Black faces responsible for all of this, and not white faces. Somebody tried to argue that, and it was a black person. I said, that's funny. That's funny, because it's a reason why the white folks are doing it the way they're doing it, because they understand how important it is. We the ones that don't think it's important. That's why that is why these white folks are putting a white image by everything, because they know the importance. They know how important it is for their white child to see white images next to all of these theories, claiming that they created everything. They know how important that is. They know how powerful that is for the white child to see it. We want to argue about it, though. We want to say that makes no difference. It wouldn't make a difference if a black child saw some type of formula and saw that it was a black person responsible for it and not a white person, that wouldn't make a difference. Come on, man. What type of world we living in? You literally think that wouldn't make a difference? I'm telling you, when you start showing that child, man, no, it was somebody that looked like you that created this complex theory. It was somebody like you that responsible for this complex device that you have. Do wonders for him. It's going to work wonders for him. Clocks in, you say, I don't understand how you could love and fear someone at the same time. You can't. That don't even make that goes against the law of physics. That goes against the law of physics, man. Those two emotions, those two feelings can't occupy the same space at the same time. That goes against the law of physics. So you loving something and trying to fear it at the same time, you literally going against the laws of physics. You going against nature. That makes literally no sense. So you want that God-fearing man. All right, you want that man that's indoctrinated and brainwashed by these white religions, man. These whitewashed religions. That's what you want. Just go ahead and say that. You want you a black man that's indoctrinated and brainwashed by these whitewashed religions. Just say that. Don't say God-fearing, man, because we're not fearing ourselves out here, because we're going to tell you the truth about God, man. It's time for us to start getting real when it comes to this truth. When you say a God-fearing man, you're talking about a brainwashed black man that's been indoctrinated by these whitewashed religions. That's what you're saying. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's truly what you want when you say God-fearing man. You want that indoctrinated, brainwashed black man following these whitewashed religions. You don't want a man that knows himself, that knows his true culture. You don't want that. You don't want that. He started coming with that ancient African culture or the Asiatic culture. You're going to be like, they pagan this, pagan that. You afraid of that, brother. I'm telling y'all, man, I can't tell you how. I can't tell you. Listen, back in the day when I was just coming into consciousness, I can't tell you how many women at the time were afraid of me because of the knowledge I was spitting. They was afraid. Once I started denouncing religion, man, them sisters was like, oh no, we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with that. This dude must be worshiping the devil or something like that. We don't want to deal with that, man. That put a lot of sisters in fear, man. A lot of people wouldn't even touch, like wouldn't even associate with me. Once I started dropping religion, man, once I actually start speaking the truth and saying exactly what I'm saying now, that instilled a lot of fear, man. Sisters, y'all gotta wake up. Y'all got to wake up. These whitewashed religions got to hold on y'all the most. Y'all the ones in that congregation giving old Steen all your money. Y'all the ones that be in that congregation more so than us. So y'all got to wake up and stop fooling with these garbage religions, man. These whitewashed religions, and y'all got to get more in tune with the culture, because they getting y'all the most. When you look at these congregations, you gonna see mostly black women, man, being led by these slick pimp pastors, man. So y'all we need y'all to snap out of that. When a black man coming to you with that knowledge of self, man, he ain't worshiping no devil, man. He ain't trying to lead you in the wrong direction. He not trying to brainwash you. He trying to introduce you to the truth, because they've been lying to you. They getting your money building mega churches. They preying on your emotions because they say you are emotional by nature. So they preying on your emotions, and they getting you to put your whole entire check in that collection plate. And you ain't able to keep the lights on for your children. They getting you. It's all a game. It's all a game. Stop falling for the okie dokes, man. Stop falling for the okie dokes, man. I hate to see my sisters following these religions, man. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. And then they in fear of a man that's coming with that knowledge of self. Again, a lot of times they want to talk about a man being intimidated by a strong woman. A lot of times, man, women are intimidated by men who don't follow the norm. So when you are a black man and you're not following the norm and you coming with knowledge of self, a lot of women are intimidated by that, because they feel like you will have the magnetism enough to pull them away from their religion. And they don't want that. They want that God-fearing man that's been brainwashed, that won't try to pull them away from that religion, because they deep down inside know that what you're talking about is the truth. So that is an intimidation in and of itself. Sisters trying to avoid and dodge these brothers that's trying to speak the truth to power. That happens. I can bear witness to that. I can bear witness to that. Soon as you denounce religion, they ain't trying. You ain't Christian. Oh no, I can't rock with you. You ain't Baptist. Can't rock with you. You say you don't believe in a mystery God. What? I can't rock with you. You say the black man is what? I can't rock with you. Come on, man. They got you. They got you. They got you building all these mega churches off your money. Come on, man. Come on, sisters. Stop falling for it. Stop falling for it, man. Y'all already know most of these churches, when it comes to the Christian church, like these Baptist church, y'all already know a lot of them that cut deals with these white folks. A lot of them cut deals with these white folks. And back in the day, I don't know if you all know, but it's a book on it. I forgot the exact name of the book, but it's an age-old book that back in the day, they talk about the origin of these churches. The origin of these churches and how the white folks were instructing the pastors, the Negro pastors, the male pastors. They were instructing them on what to say to their congregation. So they allowed them to have these churches. They allowed them to have the churches under the stipulation that they gonna say what they want them to say. Come on now, it's a real thing. This really happened. It's a book. It's an entire book breaking down this process. So we're gonna give you the church. We're gonna allow you to rile your people up, but this is what you must preach. This is what you must preach to them. It's a real life book, man. Matter of fact, man, I don't even want, I don't like to talk about it without bringing the actual book up, man. And I like to quote the book verbatim. So let me pull up the book, man. Let me pull up the book, see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, The Religious Instruction of the Negroes in the United States. Grab that book. The Religious Instruction of the Negroes in the United States. You think what I'm saying is a myth? Grab that book. Grab that book. It's going to let you know who informed these pastors on what these black pastors on what to preach to their black congregation. Come on now. They gave them churches and said, look, this is what I need for you to preach to your congregation. MLK is a prime example of this. Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., prime example of what it is I'm talking about, the religious instruction of the Negro. So they give these pastors, these churches, give them a limited amount of power under the stipulation that you preach what I tell you to preach. This is what you tell your congregation. It's real life, man. Real life, and it's still happening to this day. Still happening to this day. Still happening to this day. So we got to stop falling for the nonsense, man. We got to get back. If you going to subscribe to anything, it better be a black organization. It better be a black organization. If you going to subscribe to anything, let it be black, man. Let it be black. Find something that's black that resonates with you, man. We got plenty of organizations, man. We got plenty of groups. We got plenty of coaches. We got plenty of things to subscribe to on the black end. Why are you subscribing to something on the white end that has been whitewashed? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, man? I know why you're doing it. It's a rhetorical question, but we got to snap out of that. We got to snap out of Christians. How you black and you calling yourself a Christian? Who was responsible? Who killed most of your ancestors? What did they claim to be? How you about to identify with something or someone that was responsible for murdering, assassinating, raping your people? Why would I refer to myself as a Christian? Were your people, when we was back there in ancient Africa, when we was all over the planet, were we calling ourselves Christians? Why are you identifying with that, man? They was putting that cross in your yard, in the yard of your ancestors, and most of them identified as Christians. Most of these white folks that was lynching our people, assassinating our people, murdering our people, identified as Christians, Catholics, Baptists, all of that. They identify with all of that. So why would you identify as that? Why are you walking around with a cross, man? What does that cross symbolize, man? They nailed, if that's your savior that you worshiping and praising, they nailed him to a cross. Why would you walk around with something that signifies death, man? Why would you walk around with something that symbolizes death, man? He was killed on a cross, man. That symbolizes death, man. That's that trick knowledge. You don't even understand what's happening to you psychologically and subconsciously. You walking around with a cross, not really even knowing what it represents, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like y'all ain't understanding what's happening. That's like if my homeboy was killed by a gun and I'm walking around with the gun on my neck. That is what essentially, like that, he was killed by that gun. He was nailed to that cross. Why are you walking around with that cross on? Because they done told you a lie about what the cross represents. They done told you a lie. They done told you a lie. Peace, everybody that's entering the chat, man. I told you, man, I was zoning out. I was zoning out, man. I was zoning out, so I ain't get to see a lot of the comments. I seen somebody ask me about the Rastafarianism, man. I fool with the Rastas, man. I fool with anything black. Them Rastas don't fool with the white folks. Them Rastas fool with the black man, the black woman. I fool with anything like that, man. I fool with anything like that. Like I said, we got plenty of organizations that represent black people. I fool with that. Now I'm not gonna fool with it if it's like overly destructive, man. But the Rastas, man, they be spitting that peaceful rhetoric. They not out here trying to harm anybody, man. It's just that peace, and they striving to teach the truth. So I fool with the Rastas, man. I got a few books on Rastafarianism, man. Haile Selassie, I got a few books. I got a few books on them joints, man. I'm always tapping in with the Rastas, man. Always tapping in, getting the jewels from them. And I saw that you asked what's like the best black religion or something like that. There is no best, just as long as you associate with something that's black, man. Associate with something that's black, whatever resonates with you. You got your, if you still want to deal with the Bible, man, you got your Hebrew Israelites, man. You got them. If that's what you identify with, do the knowledge to them. That ain't my cup of tea. You got the Moors, man. You got the NOI. You got the Nation of Gods and Earths, man. You got the Kemetic scientists, man. You got, it's plenty of different ways you can travel, man. And then you could just go deep down back into the African, like the spirituality system of ancient Africans. Just study that. Even things like voodoo, Badoon, and all that type of stuff, man. Like that's in and of itself science. But they made you afraid of that. They made you afraid of that. Got you afraid. Somebody say something about voodoo, Badoon, and things of that nature. Oh no, oh now you practicing voodoo, witchcraft and stuff like that. Nah, that's science actually. When you really start studying, when you really do the knowledge to that joint, it's science actually. It ain't nothing spooky about it, honestly. Ain't nothing spooky about it. But since it's connected to your ancestors, they gonna make it seem like it's something spooky about it. They gonna make it seem like that's the reason why bad things happen to Haiti. Incorrect. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They want to make it seem like the voodoo and all that type of stuff is the reason why they say Haiti is cursed and things of that nature. Nah, nope. Do the knowledge to Haiti's history. Do the knowledge to the black folks that wasn't about to continue to be slaves and fought against them white folks and defeated them white folks. Defeated them Europeans. That's why Haiti appears to be cursed. White man couldn't let that go. White man couldn't let that go, man. So it's a lot of destruction that's planned and planted over there because that's simple fact. Ain't got nothing to do with them practicing voodoo and things of that nature. Ain't got nothing to do with that. They ain't got nothing to do with that at all. But they want to tell you Haiti is cursed. They got y'all fearing Haiti, the Haitians. They got y'all fearing it. Infinite Charms Beauty, yeah, they try to say honoring our ancestors is demonic. Yep. They try to tell you that is demonic. And like I said, previous stream, burning sage, lighting candles, meditating, all of that stuff is supposed to be demonic. You can't even meditate now. You supposed to be praying and that's it. You can't meditate, burn a sage, light an incense, none of that. That's all demonic. You're not supposed to be doing any of that. And I got black people that believe in that 100% to the point where if you burn a sage around them, they can't be around you. They can't tolerate it because they feel like it's demonic. They feel like it's evil. Get from around me then. Because when you start studying Christianity and the Bible, they do similar things. They do similar things. Drinking the blood of Jesus. Come on, like, don't even get me started on that type of stuff, man. Please don't get me started. So you finna get mad at me for burning the sage and whatnot, and you finna drink the blood of, like, you finna participate in all of that, in all of those rituals. But then when I practice my rituals, it's pagan, it's evil, it's witchcraft. What you think you doing? What do you think you doing? Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. I'm tired of the, like, one thing I was tired of it when I got the knowledge then, and I still be tired of it because I feel like these religions got a stronghold. I honestly feel like if we don't let go of these whitewashed religions, if we don't let them go, like, we're not gonna grow, we're not gonna evolve, we're not gonna elevate, man. We got to stop being afraid of letting go of that religion that was taught to us as a child, because 99% of the time, because we probably came up under a Christian household, a Baptist household, a Catholic household, Lutheran, whatever the case may be. That's how we came up. We gotta start. We gotta let that stuff go, man. Honestly, man, we gotta let that stuff go. We have got to let that stuff go. Gotta do it, man. We have got to let that stuff go. That stuff is really killing us. Stuff is really killing us. FSW, appreciate that donation. That stuff is killing us, man. Now, Eric, you can't meditate. You can't do nothing. You can't do anything that will bring you peace. You can't clear out so-called evil spirits because they think that's evil in and of itself. Like this is real life. I know people like this in the physical, so I'm letting y'all know it's real. Yeah, Konsu, Africa is cursed. That's why when you talk to the Hebrew Israelites, they don't too much deal with the Africans because we already know about the Egyptians in the Bible enslaving the what? Hebrews and things of that nature. So then you get that whole spiel, man. That's why I say it's all that trick knowledge, man, to divide us. They don't want black folks coming together, man. So they got to add that degree of separation between us. They don't want us uniting on any level. They want us to all be separated. They want us to all be separated. They want us to be separated. Dakota, it's definitely mind-boggling. Definitely. Akuma, all type of meditation, man. Gee, listen, probably looked like me, probably had hair as long as mine, meditated. Man, he was peaceful. And for one, he didn't tell anybody, according to because I'm under the impression that he didn't even exist, but that's a whole nother topic. But I'm saying, if you look at it hypothetically speaking, where in the Bible did it say create Christianity? Create a religion in my name, honoring me. Where is that in the Bible? Fright fiends, you would be surprised because I went to a Lutheran high school. So again, you would be surprised. I know plenty of people that grew up under that realm. You would be surprised. We in the wilderness of North America. You got to understand, first of all, we didn't grow up Christian. That's bad enough. Lutheran ain't too far removed from Christianity. It's really all in the same with just minor differences. But I went to an entire private school that was Lutheran. So I'm telling you right now, I know black people that grew up in a Lutheran household. That ain't as far-fetched as you think because I went to an entire school for Lutherans. Come on now, I'm telling you, it exists. We didn't grow up in all of these. We grow up with all type of religions except for the ones that we should grow up with. Oh, FS, man, hey, anything is cool, man. We all good. We all good. We appreciate it. Yeah, Konsu, that's what I'm saying. We curse, but yet they worshiping us. We curse, but they worshiping us. But we curse, though. They continue to worship us, man, but we curse, though. That's what they on, man. We cursed. You look at the Bible. That's why I say they remixed it. You got to understand the Bible, probably the Bible that you will be reading has been tampered with for sure. Been tampered with, been remixed, been fabricated, been edited, and things of that nature. It's been revised. Like you're not reading the original version. So in that version that they gave to you, we cursed. Let them tell it. Let them tell it. Akuma, man, they let you know. What is that? Free. I forget if it's Psalms. I forget the actual verse, but ye are all God's children of the Most High. Like, come on now. He was letting you know, like, ye are all God. Like, you, listen, what I'm doing, you can do. Like, what I'm doing, you can do. Like, straight up. It's right there. True Black King, peace, what's that? It's literally right there. Ye are all God's. Come on now. Like, it's literally telling you that right in the book. Literally, it's right there. Boom. It's literally, ye are all God's. It's right there. Nero, peace, what's happening? Wayne, what do you say? We was born into this consciousness. What do you feel about being alive and can't remember past things? What do you mean about past things? Because I'm not one to subscribe to past lives and things of that nature. So if you're talking about past lives, I'm not a firm believer in that. I don't really subscribe to that. I subscribe to DNA. So when people talk about past lives, really that's someone that's tapping into the DNA. See, the DNA is genetic information. So when you can access the DNA, you can access things from generations ago. Don't necessarily mean you were there generations ago. You just able to access that information. So a lot of people don't be understanding that. So a lot of people start bringing things to me, like people that's able to say something about an individual that existed 100 years ago. How would they know that? That's being able to tap into that DNA. People don't understand how powerful DNA is. everybody can do that. You can do that. I can do that. We all can tap into that DNA. We all can tap into that DNA. So when you learn how to tap into DNA, you can access anything. That's that genetic information. That's that genetic information. So that's how you may be able to recall things from 100 years ago as if you were here. That's DNA. That's DNA. That's DNA that we all possess, that we all can access. But again, your pineal gland, like you got to be healthy, man. You got to be healthy mentally and physically to really start accessing that DNA on a consistent basis. And that's when you really start to elevate and evolve. I'm telling you, accessing that DNA is a very powerful thing to be able to do. And we all can do it. But again, like I said, that pineal gland, it can't be calcified and things of that nature, man. You got to be sharp mentally. You got to be sharp mentally to be able to tap into that DNA, man. Tapping into that DNA, that genetic information. That genetic information for sure. Sneaky peace, what's happening? All True Black, yeah, the boat named Jesus. So honestly, and I know a lot of people subscribe to reincarnation. I was studying Buddhism for the longest, man. I studied all type of cultures, religions, and all that type of stuff. So I was studying Buddhism for the longest, and I did the knowledge to reincarnation. But at the end of the day, reincarnation is, again, a lot of times, man, a lot of people can't fathom just living here on the wilderness, in the wilderness of North America, then dying in it, and nothing comes after. So a lot of these theories are just to make people feel like it's all worth it in regards to the suffering that we are indulging in the wilderness of North America. So a lot of these theories, man, are just feel good theories, man. At the end of the day, a lot of this stuff cannot be proven. So a lot of that I don't really subscribe to. Reincarnation is just another one of those theories of something that happens to you when you die. Again, we say return back to the essence. We say return back to the essence, and all that means is the same particles that make up my body exist within the universe. So once the physical deteriorates, then those particles go back into the universe to keep everything in motion. That ain't got nothing to do with me coming back in another form and things of that nature. So a lot of times we got to do the knowledge. I know that may sound good to a lot of people. It may make sense, but that's one of them joints that has been utilized, man, as a tool to just kind of enslave the minds of the people. Reincarnation is another tool like that, man. I'm telling you, reincarnation is another tool that they utilize, man. Yeah, Airview, because we indulge in the suffering. Let's just be honest, man. A lot of times, man, we indulge in the suffering. We create our own suffering, you know. So a lot of times we are literally indulging in our own suffering. Point blank, all you got to do is the next person you come across, just analyze what they ate. Just analyze the last thing that they ate. I guarantee you they indulged in their own suffering because they probably ate something that's destroying them. I guarantee you. That's why I say. That's why I say, man, we indulge in our own suffering, literally. So reincarnation is another one of them joints, man. It's another one of them joints. Everybody got like theories to sell to their congregation. Reincarnation is just another theory. It ain't necessarily something that's a fact. It ain't necessarily something that's a fiction. It's just like heaven, hell, all that type of good stuff, man. It's a state of mind. Reincarnation to me is if you have children or whatever work you leave behind. That's reincarnation. So if I wrote a book and then my physical, like I ceased to exist physically, but I wrote a book, I left books behind. And then it was like generations after me read the book, and then that book transformed their mind. That's reincarnation. That's reincarnation to me. That's how I viewed it. So my work that I left behind and the impact that it has on the minds of the generations after me is me being reincarnated through my works. That's what that means. Or if you have a seed, that's reincarnation. Listen, when you cease to exist, they carrying on a legacy. They carrying on a DNA. That's reincarnation to me. That's how I've always described reincarnation. That's the only form of reincarnation I will ever subscribe to. It's the work that I leave behind. It's the seeds. It's the babies. That's reincarnation. That's you. If you come together with somebody else and y'all create a life, that's you. That's you. That is you. Like literally, that's you. You making videos, you writing books, like that's you. And that's going to impact generations after you. That's legacy. That's reincarnation. That's reincarnation, man. So again, with that being said, that's why I focus so hard on accomplishing what I want to accomplish while I'm here on this earth right now, because I don't know what happens. Quite frankly, I don't care what happens after I'm gone. It don't even matter to me. Why would I spend time even wondering about that? I don't even care. I'm focused on the here and now, what needs to be done here and now. Whatever happens after I die, I'm gonna be gone, so it don't matter at that particular point. So I focus on the here and now. I focus on the here and now. Like I said, we just return back to the essence. That's how I view it. That don't sound good though. You know, black people, we like to have things. We like to entertain things that sound good to us. So it's, oh man, you gonna come back in the form of something else. See, that sounds good. See, we like that. We like that type of stuff, man. That's another way they get us. Oh, we start talking about heaven and hell. Okay, see, that sounds good. If I just say, all right, boom, once you cease to exist, the particles that make up your body, they just go back to the universe, keep things in motion. You like, nah, that can't be right. That can't be right. It's got to be something else. I got to exist for somewhere eternally, or I got to keep coming back until I fulfill my purpose or something, or until I learn a lesson, or until I achieve the ultimate level of enlightenment, and then I stop coming back. Come on, man. Like, do the knowledge to a lot of these theories. FSW, I'm not one to promote a religion because I don't necessarily deal with religion. So we deal with what we call a culture or a way of life, you know. And a good book, one of the books that, it's a few books that put me on, man. Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. Knowledge of Self by Supreme Understanding. Of course, the autobiography of Malcolm X. The philosophies and opinions of Marcus Garvey. Like, just study your culture. Study your culture. Don't worry about a religion per se. Just study your culture. And when you start studying your culture and you start studying great minds from the past, then you're going to get some direction. Some good orderly direction. That's G-O-D if y'all did not know. Good orderly direction. Just start studying your culture. Start studying your culture. And it's going to lead you in a direction and something is going to resonate. And you're going to gravitate towards whatever resonates with you. That's all I can say. I gravitated towards what resonated with me on the black end. And that was the 5% Nation of Guys and Earth. That made sense when I was just doing the knowledge. That culture made the most sense to me. But I don't necessarily deal with a religion. We deal with a way of life. We deal with a culture, not a religion. Because when you deal with religion, you are associated with a mystery god. And I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that at all. Orlando, let's get it. I'm gonna go ahead and put that. Orlando giving us the update. He launching the arcade business, his kid business on a B-Day, October 30th. Let's get it. The podcast is dropped sometime in December. Let's get it, Orlando. Peace to the black man. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it. Justin, you say, do I got any books? You say you got any books on chakras or metaphysics when it comes to black people in general? Hold on. I'm finna give you one. Look up Dark Light Consciousness, Melanin, Serpent Power, and the Luminous Matrix of Reality by Edward Bruce. I'm gonna repeat that book for you, Justin. Dark Light Consciousness, Melanin, Serpent Power, and the Luminous Matrix of Reality by Edward Bruce. That is a powerful joint. Read that joint. This is another one. I think it's called like the African unconscious or something like that, man. I can't remember exactly the other book. But that book is a good one though. I would start with that book. That book is a good one. And then pretty much anything by Muatai Ashby, man. He got a lot of good books like Egyptian yoga. Like Muatai Ashby is like, that'd be one of your go-tos in regards to that particular subject matter. But that one by Edward Bruce, that joint gets kind of deep. That joint get kind of deep. King Me, you say the science of Islam versus the religion of Islam. You already know. And people don't know Islam means peace. Like, people don't understand that. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother topic to just break down that. But that means peace. That's why we always say we come in peace. I self-Lord and master and things of that nature. That's how we be breaking it down. Jaquin, for sure. The last time I was a God-fearing man was, I really honestly don't remember, because it really never resonated with me. So I don't really ever believe I was actually that. Religion never really resonated with me. I never really did. I tried to fake the funk a few times, but it just never sat well with me. I always felt like, nah, man, this ain't making sense to me. This ain't right. This ain't for us. Infinite Charms, the 2 smoothie a day challenge, day 1. You already know. It's September. We getting them smoothies in. Get your 2 smoothies. And I forgot to say that at the beginning of the video, for sure. Definitely. Jules, peace. What's happening? Jules, you already know. The arm, leg, arm, head. Y'all already know. NFL Malik, peace. Appreciate you. Sneaky, for sure. You say, when I began to fear myself, I began to search for God, because I knew the answers were within. Exactly. That's when you start to come across. The truth, man. When you start searching within. See, they done told you to start looking up to the sky and things of that nature. It ain't no answers up there. You looking up to the sky, like I said. What they say, man, they gave us the Bible, stole the land and things of that nature. See, that Bible had us looking up to the sky whole while. They taking what's underneath. They taking what really matters. But they telling you that you about to receive your power in the sky, but you gotta wait till you die to get it. Whole while they enjoying they heaven right here on earth, because they knew and understand that heaven is a mindset. Hell is a mindset. But they told you that these are physical places where you actually go after you die. And that was to keep you passive. They gave you heaven and hell to keep you passive. Because if you really did what needed to be done to these white folks, then you would not make it to heaven. So they wanted to instill that fear in you. I said this back in the day. Like, I said this years ago. I legit asked a question. It's an actual name for it, like for this particular belief. And I forgot the scientific term for it, but I asked the question before I even knew that it was like something that was actually real. I said, I ain't even asked the question. I posed this thought. I said, most people, if you didn't have the concept of heaven and hell, how many people would still be subscribed to said religions that believe in that concept, that teach that concept? If you eliminated heaven and hell from the teachings, how many Christians would you have still? If they told you, if they gave you this religion, but then did not give you a heaven and hell, would you still be a Christian? A lot of people truly couldn't answer that when I asked them that. If they didn't give you a concept of heaven and hell, would you care to be a Christian? Would you care to be a Baptist? Would you care to be a Catholic if they didn't give you the concept of heaven and hell? I said a lot of people simply believe in these religions out of fear of going to hell. So they feel like it's safer to believe. How does it go? I'd rather believe and find out that it's not true in regards to heaven and hell, opposed to not believing it. Then when I die, it turns out to be true. That's literally how it goes. So a lot of people believe simply because they feel like it's the safer route. I'm gonna believe in this mystery God, and if it turns out to be true, then I'm good. But then if it turns out to not be true, then it don't matter. But if I don't believe, if I don't subscribe to this mystery God, then I die and it turns out to be true, then it's all bad. That's fear. You believing out of fear. That's not a genuine belief. You believing out of fear, and that's not authentic. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. According to the Bible, you believing solely out of fear. The only reason you subscribe to this religion and that God is because they done told you that if you don't, you subjected to hell, and that makes you afraid. So I posed that question. A lot of people couldn't understand it. Airview, man, they literally just sent me my own notification for my own video, and I've been streaming for an hour now. They literally just sent it. Y'all can't even see it in my phone, man, but they just sent it. They just sent me my notification, man. Y'all can't see it because the light beaming, but they just sent me a notification for my own video right now, an hour and 4 minutes into the stream. They just sent me the notification saying that I'm live now. Watch live now. They literally just sent me that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Lindell, peace. What's happening? Create. Oh, you already know, man. You already know. I didn't heard about them Kundalini awakening experiences and things of that nature. Again, that's all when you start studying things like that, it's gonna go back to DNA. It's gonna go back to DNA. So you're gonna deal with the science of DNA once you start really studying like Kundalini, shot, like all of that. You're gonna do the knowledge to DNA. You're gonna do the knowledge to DNA. Infinite, you say you did sea moss and pineapple. Let's get it. Yeah, later do the protein. That's a good balance. That's a good balance. Just be coming through with the books. Hey, Just is the GOAT when it comes to posting the books that I mentioned. Because sometimes I mention the book and forget the book that I mentioned. So right on, Just, right on. Joaquin, for sure, man. I didn't forget. Hey, I forgot all about that movie. Yeah, I'm saying how bad that movie portrayed is. I joked with my old Earth about it. Damn near had me scared of myself. You probably didn't watch it, but check it out. Yeah. I don't even think I tapped into that joint, man. I was seeing it, but never really tapped into it. I don't even remember watching it. I probably would remember if I did, but I ain't tap into that joint. Everybody was talking about it, and then it just slipped my mind. I ain't never tap into it. I'm gonna have to tap in now just so I can see it. Theories, peace. What's that? 2 smoothies down. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. LFS, what you say? Not gonna wait for some pie in the sky after I die. I want something on the ground while I'm still around. You already calling Muhammad the GOAT. I can't wait to put my Khalid Muhammad joint back up so I can have him in the background tapping in with us as well. Jews, yeah, you can't ask questions to any of them, man. They're gonna get all in their feelings. Infinite Charms, we're gonna post that up there. You say vital vegan. You get the sea moss. Let's get it. Yeah, it's a lot of fake sea moss out here. A lot of fake sea moss. Konsu for sure. You already know, my brother. You already know. Koshun, hey, like I said, don't get some of my Hebrew brothers on here to see that. Yeah, NFL, man. I don't know why that always slips my mind, man. The Pascal's wager that always slips my mind, man. All these, I got a book right now behind me that deals with it, and I could have just popped that book over. Yeah, cool. We don't deal with fear at all. You know what I'm saying? We don't deal with fear at all. Dog, I'm telling y'all, man, I swear to you, man, like a lot of people be talking about things be conspiracies, man, but it's just kind of funny how everybody barely get notifications. And like I said, I see who has hit the, like I see how many people hit the notification bell, man. So I know way more people should be notified and things of that nature. And I intentionally created the title like 30 minutes ago, like 30 minutes before I streamed. So I'm like, all right, man, that'll give them a chance to tap in and all that type of stuff. So normally I do it spontaneously. Here I was like, let me give them 30, 40 minutes or something. Still be playing with the kid, man. Rude boy for sure. Definitely something fishy. That's why I say we gotta bypass that fear. We gotta bypass that fear. We can't deal with that fear, man. And drop them religions, man. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna kill you, man. It ain't gonna kill. It's gonna open the door, man. It's gonna open the mind. Drop those religions, though. You gotta do it. That's gonna be part of your growth, man. I know it sounds hurtful. I know it sounds crazy. I know it's gonna hurt your feelings a little bit, but you gotta do it. You gotta drop them religions, man. You gotta drop that. You gotta drop them religions that's harmful to the black mind. You gotta drop them. Gotta drop them. Wayne, what you say? You say you ever had someone hate on you and you didn't know why exactly. Then at a later time in life, they're down bad. Man, listen, I done had some of everybody. Man, I done had some of the closest people to me hate on me. That jealousy and that envy is crazy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, though, what's the popular saying? You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So at the end of the day, man, I allow that type of energy to come back on them. I never try to figure out why somebody is hating on me. That's a waste of time to me to figure out why somebody is hating on me. I don't really care. At the end of the day, that's something that you got to deal with internally. You hating on me, especially if I know I didn't do anything to you, you ain't got no reason to be hating on me. First of all, hating on somebody is just ridiculous anyway. It's ridiculous anyway. So you know what I'm saying? So I don't spend too much time trying to figure out why somebody's hating on me. That's a waste of time. I ain't got time for it. I'm gonna let that consume you. I'm gonna let that hatred consume you. And that's only going to lead to your self-destruction. I don't care about why you hating on me. I'm just going to distance myself from you. Matter of fact, disconnect. There ain't no distance. I'm going to disconnect from you. So, hey, you hate me, you hate yourself. So you need to get in tune with yourself. Ananias, peace, you already know. Joaquin, man, that's what I heard at the time. But you already know, G, you already know. Just doing the duty, man. Doing the duty of a civilized person. Y'all already know what it is. See, look at that. Everybody coming in talking about the notification late. Interesting. That's interesting. Everybody got the notification at random times. Like, it's supposed to notify you soon as I go live. Why is that not happening? Let's deal with it, YouTube. What's happening? Why are people not getting notified when the person actually goes live? That's the whole purpose of hitting the notification bell, I thought, is to get notified when the person goes live. Other than that, what is the point of literally clicking the notification bell? Come on, man. YouTube is playing out here. Rashid, peace, what's happening? Anais, it don't matter at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they dealing with their own insecurities and things of that nature, things they gonna have to deal with. So it definitely doesn't matter. They gonna have to deal with it. Reap what you sow. I ain't got time to be consumed by it. Oh yeah, Consul. That's why I tell the brother, man, you hate me, you hate yourself. That's self-hatred. So I literally would tell the brother that you hate me, you hate yourself. Like, just straight up. Ever you say fear is a powerful emotion that can be channeled to a positive or helpful place. Keyword can. Most of the time is not, though. The only time that fear seems to be channeled in the right direction is what they call the fight or flight response. You know, that's when fear gets channeled in the right direction. Boom, somebody break in the crib on you, you defend yourself. That's that fear being channeled in the right direction. Things of that nature. You about to cross the street. Boom, somebody honk the horn, scare you, got out the way. That's that fear working for you. But when it comes to things like religion, that can is crucial, because most of the time we're not channeling in that positive and helpful place when it comes to religion. But when the fight or flight response is in full force, that's when that fear usually works out in our favor. And that's what the whole response even is there for. Brandon, that's the quickest way. Quickest way. Hey, Joaquin, that's what Nas said. That hate is just confused admiration. That's a Nas Jew right there, most definitely. William, and that's Ace. That's why I said, son, it take a strong person to just walk away from a situation. Take a strong person to walk away from the situation, man. Just walk away, man. Walk away. Let the person talk. Let the person talk their noise, man. If they not harming your physical existence, walk away from it. Now, if they harming you, trying to harm you physically, you feel like your life is in danger, different ball game. We defending ourselves. But if they not harming you physically and they just talking, they just barking, you just gotta walk away. Gotta walk away. Oh, Jay, like I said, they ain't seen nothing yet. They ain't seen nothing yet, man. Listen, the pressure has not been applied at all. I'm telling y'all, I have not scratched the surface on some of the things that I be wanting to talk about for the purpose, because I'm trying to stick around. Because I know when I start getting too deep into the trenches, I already know what's gonna happen. So I'm trying to stick around for the sake of everybody and myself. You know what I'm saying? But it's some things that I'm gonna just have to tap into, and we just gonna code word it or however we want to do it. But I have not scratched the surface, man. I have not scratched the surface because I'm literally trying to stick around. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder, because I already know how they be tapped in and listening. Big brother watching. It's a few big brothers in this joint that's just watching it. They ain't saying nothing, but they in here. They listening. They listening. So we in the system, man. We in the system. We on the list. We own it. Lachelle, P Screen, what's happening? Air View for sure. I figured that. I figured it. Cool, I'll tell you, unlocking the DNA and like activating the DNA or just accessing it really, because the DNA is like a library, man. So the DNA is like a library, man. So you just want to access that library. It's like a library that's got a combination lock, and you don't know the combo. So you got to get the combo. Once you get the combo, you're able to break the lock. So that's what the DNA is like, man. That's the DNA. It's like it's a unlimited library. I'm talking about the library got unlimited books in that joint, unlimited information, but it's a lock on that joint because of the way we've been conditioned and programmed, and we don't know the code. The code is the truth about ourselves and things of that nature. So once we get in tune with ourselves, that's unlocking the code. That's breaking the lock. So that's gaining access to that DNA. That's literally what it is. Brandon, what you say, what advice do you have for a person like me that holds on to the past and continues to hold grudges toward people that have done me wrong? Brandon, it's funny that you mentioned that, because for the most part, I done been one of those type of individuals. Like, I'm under the impression, like they say, I forgive, but I don't forget. I'm one of the ones, I'm not really going to forget if you did me dirty. I'm not going to forget things you did to me in the past that I didn't like. It's just, I'm wired that way. I don't forget it. So if you did me a certain type of way, I don't forget what you did. Now, the part about holding grudges, what I learned to do, I don't necessarily hold a grudge. I just watch how I deal with you. Like, I deal with you according to whatever it was that you did to me. I'm not going to hold a grudge, but if you did me dirty, I'm going to deal with you according to that. So you did me dirty this last time. This is what you did to me. I ain't approve of it. So if I deal with you again, I'm going to deal with you according to that energy. That's it. But I'm not holding that grudge on you. I'm just dealing with you according to that energy that you displayed to me last time that I didn't necessarily like. But other than that, I'm unfazed by that particular individual to the point where I'm not going to hold a grudge. Like, I'm disconnected from that individual that did me dirty. And if I feel like I got to reconnect with that person or connect with that person, then I'm going to just deal with them according to that energy. You betrayed me one time, so then when I deal with you, it's not going to be so friendly. I'm not going to be so trusting of you. I'm going to be suspicious. And I'm going to deal with you according to that energy, because that's the energy that you gave me. So I don't forget anything, man. And I deal with you according to how you treat. It's the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. You betrayed me, then I'm going to look at you in a suspicious light. You was a snake, I'm going to look at you in that snakish light. You a thief, I'm going to look at you. If you stole from me, I'm going to look at you in that type of light. If I ask you to keep a secret and not tell somebody something, you told them anyway, I'm going to look at you in that light. I don't trust you. So I'm going to deal with you according to the energy, man. I'm going to deal with you according to that energy. That's it. I'm going to deal with you according to that energy. Infinite, yeah, big brother, give us some likes, dislikes. We give us something. Big brother, we know you in here. Go ahead and let us know. Go ahead and speak up. Go ahead and speak up. We know you in the building. God is peace. What's happening? What's happening? Brandon, you already know they in here. You already know. Yeah, clocks in. I was just going to talk about detachment. Detachment is another way to look at that particular situation as well, Brandon. Man, you just detach. Like, hey, you did what you did. I'm dealing with you according to that energy. So the last time I dealt with you, you betrayed me. So I got to deal with you according to the last interaction that we had. I got to deal with you according to that vibe and that interaction or that exchange. So if the last time I dealt with you, you betrayed me or you was a snake, I got to deal with you according to that nature. That's the true color that you showed me the last time. So I'm going to deal with you according to that. I was around that person 2 weeks ago, man, and they was on some snakish vibes. So if I see that person again, I'm going to deal with them in that snakish vibe type of manner. Like, I don't trust you. I'm going to watch what I say around you. I'm not going to be too friendly, not too open. I'm not going to do all of that with you, man. We ain't buddy, man. I don't trust you because you was on some snakish stuff the last time I interacted with you. So that's what it is, man. Like, I deal with people like the energy that you display to me, man. I'm dealing with you according to that energy, man. And I'm already a person that don't really too much care to trust people, like out the gate. I'm already looking at people like they suspect initially, just right out of the gate. I don't trust you because I know how conditioned, like how indoctrinated we are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already, my guards are up instantly when I'm around people. Like, that keeps me out of trouble because I'm always observant. I'm always analyzing, examining. I'm not just letting my guard down, getting comfortable when I'm around people. No, I automatically out the gate. I don't know you, man. I don't know you. So I'm not about to act like I trust you. I'm not about to act like I'm comfortable around you and I don't know you. Nah. That ain't how I operate. That ain't how I function. So to some, I may not be a friendly person. It is what it is, though. I ain't trying to be friendly. I ain't trying to smile up in everybody's face. It ain't going down like that. Ain't going down like that. I'm not in your face smiling. Like, I'm trying to peep the scene. Like, I might be looking at you. You may think I'm mugging, but I'm observing. I'm not about to be smiling. Ain't nothing funny in everybody's face. Like, it ain't how I operate. That ain't how I roll. That ain't how I operate. That ain't how I roll. I'm in this room and it's 40 people in here. I don't know what's about to go down because I don't know all 40 of these people. I don't know all 39 of these people. Like, everybody is suspect. I don't know y'all, man. I don't know what y'all done experienced in life. I don't know what type of personality I'm dealing with. I don't know. So I'm not comfortable. Well, they say stay dangerous. Sometimes it's just how you gotta live, man. And that will keep you out of trouble. People say it's paranoid. Nah, it ain't paranoia, man. I feel like it's safe to live like that. That's safe. That's protecting oneself when you live according to that reality, man. You playing it safe. You playing it safe for sure. So when they say stay dangerous, man, just stay alert. Stay alert. Stay alert. That's all I say. Stay conscious. Stay alert. Stay alert. Stay conscious. Stay aware. Stay awake. What they say, stay woke. Like that. All that means is stay alert. Stay alert of your surroundings. Stay alert of your surroundings. Never let your guard down. I'm telling you, that's how people get one up on you. You let your guards down. You got comfortable. That's how a lot of our organizations got infiltrated. People let their guards down. It was too trusting. They let their guards down. When you let the guard down, guess what? We assassinated. Organization destroyed. Organization destroyed. Can't let your guards down, man. You can't do it. You can't do it, man. Nah, it's sad, but that's how we got to live. That's how most of our organizations were destroyed, man. Letting the guards down, man. Letting the guards down. Oh, Brandon, for sure, man. I know plenty of people, man, that then got killed, man, that's locked up, all because they trust in folks and things of that nature. People that snitched on people and all that type of stuff, man. That's why I ain't associating with. That's why I don't associate with a lot of people, man. Next thing you know, you get caught up in all type of nonsense, associating with the wrong person, trusting the wrong person. Man, I done seen all type of crazy stuff, and I'm talking about people, blood brothers, doing them dirty, all that type of stuff, man. It's crazy out here, man. So the way I look, I'm like, man, somebody do they blood brother like that, what you think they'll do to me? I really ain't trust, man. If you betray your own blood brother that y'all was raised up together, if you'll betray him, why I think you finna trust me and not do me dirty? Nah, man, you do your own mom Dukes dirty. You wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for her. Why I'm thinking you're not gonna do me dirty? See, you got to start analyzing the way some people deal with the people that's around them, like people around them, and that'll tell you a lot about a person. Oh, Melanin one for sure. For sure. Nice. That's solo. Shout out to Zero, man. If you're a fan of music, a fan of hip hop, man, Zero is like one deep. He say he rolls one deep. That's what I be talking about. Just for sure. I would do both affirmations. I cannot trust people. I do not trust people. I choose who I trust, man. So my affirmations will lead me to be confused. Because like I said, man, people out here, man, we dealing with weak and wicked minds, man. I'll be understanding that. So it ain't no telling what's gonna pop off. But ultimately, it does boil down to you choosing who you want to trust. So ultimately, that's what it boils down to. Zeke for sure. Yep. H-Town and whatnot. Yeah, Zero. William, yes, betrayal hurts. If you are attached to individuals, like betrayal really don't matter if you practicing detachment. If you practicing the art of detachment, then there really ain't no such thing as betrayal because you expected it. You pretty much expected it anyway. You understood that it was a reality anyway. So when you practice in detachment, there's really no such thing as somebody betraying you, because you knew that it was a possibility in the beginning. You knew that it was a possibility that the person could betray you, because again, everybody is capable. Everybody is capable. So when you practice the art of detachment, there ain't no like, nah, that person just, he lived out one of the possibilities. He lived out one of the possibilities. It was a possibility that he could betray me. It was a possibility that I could trust him. He betrayed me, so he lived out one of the possibilities. That's it. Keep it moving. Oh, Brand, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? You start, what they say, you start feeling like they interrogating you and things of that nature. I done been, you already know, I done been there, done that. I get interrogated a lot. People bombard me with all type of, I'm like, wait, hold on, whoa, what's happening? Sharif and Peach, what's happening? Yeah, clocks in for sure. Yeah, man, the trust is deep. What they say, just like the love and all of that, man. So you definitely gotta watch or be mindful of who you allow to have your trust and love and things of that nature. Oh, just for sure, definitely gotta exercise the discretion and the discernment. Discernment is big. Discernment is big. A lot of people have terrible discernment. And that's how they continue to end up in terrible situations and relationships, because the discernment is horrible. So we definitely got to work on discernment. And then we want to swear up and down that I didn't know that person would turn out like that. Dude, it's because the discernment was horrible. You just overlooked, you were blind to a lot of things that was right in front of your face. So that was on you. Yeah, clocks in. That's why I say I don't deal with expectations at all. I don't deal with expectations at all, man, at all. Yeah, come through for sure. Like I said, man, like I said, a real man, which would be a real God. A real God want peace, not problems. A real God wants peace and not problems, man. We don't have time for that. We want, like, listen, for the most part, man, that's all that we striving for. Y'all be seeing, I be seeing a lot of memes. I be seeing a lot of memes where they be trying to talk bad about the brothers living a simple life. They'll show like a room where a brother just got like a TV, a bed, and like a video game, and be like, if a man took you over to his house and looked like this, would you stay with him, and this, that, and the third? I'm like, man, we can't even just simply enjoy ourselves out here, man. A lot of us, man, we don't want much, man. We don't want much. Some of us, man, we just striving to go to work, and we just striving to read a book, listen to hip hop, play a game, like whatever it is that we like to do, and chill out. We not trying to be dealing with all the extra nonsense. But I seen plenty of women on memes and posts like that, like, oh, I would leave him. Oh, he ain't got this, that, and the third. Why his bed? Like, come on, man. It's the simple things in life, man. That brother may be sitting on a million. That brother may be sitting on a million, man. That brother might be sitting on a million, but you concerned with how empty the crib is. Like, come on, man. That brother might be a millionaire. Man, the wealthiest people I know, you would not know that they wealthy based off of how they look, how they home, like the size of their house, all of that. You wouldn't even be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to tell, man. But I be seeing those memes. I'm like, man, brothers can't even just be at peace. Brothers can't even be in a peaceful zone without getting criticized. Like, man, what is the problem? What is the problem? Everything ain't gotta be extravagant, man. Everything ain't gotta be extravagant and flamboyant. Some people like to keep it simple, man. You could put me in a room with nothing but a carpet and give me some books, and I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. That's about all I need. Man, a chair to sit on and some books. Man, I don't need nothing else in the room. What else I need? What I need some other stuff for? I don't care. Like, give me a nice, comfortable chair and some books, and man, I'm satisfied. Give me a nice little bookshelf, comfortable chair, books. I'm in there. I'm reading. I'm good. I'm solid. What else I need? What else I need? But you do something like that, you get criticized. Get criticized, man. Like I said, man, we want peace. We're not after problems, man. We literally, a lot of us, we just want peace, man. We don't want to, contrary to what Society wants you to believe, man, we're not out here struggling. We don't want to argue. We don't want to do all of that. We don't want to fight. We don't want that. We don't want that, man. We be trying to chill, man. We already, listen, as black men, we already got to deal with a lot, man, when we go out here and deal with society and things of that nature. So it's already a lot we got to deal with. Last thing we trying to do, man, argue, fight, and just like, come on, man, we just trying to chill out. We just trying to chill out, man. That's all we trying to do. That's all we trying. Why is that a crime, man? It seems like that'd be a crime. Dudes trying, we just trying to chill out. That's it. That's it. We just want peace. What they say, be his peace, things of that nature. There you go, Infinite Charms. That's what I'm saying. Simplicity is a beautiful thing. A nice books and music. That's it. But it was crazy when I saw that meme, man. They was like straight bashing the room. I'm like, whoa. First of all, that's a dude. We ain't out here trying to decorate a room. Like, that's where y'all, that's where the woman comes into play. Like, we ain't no decorate. Like, we finna put stuff in there we want, and we gonna leave it at that. Like, we not finna go crazy with the decorations. Like, so if a dude bring you to his crib and it's real simple, it's like, that's the dude. We ain't trying to go find plants and put the plant. Like, we ain't trying to do all that. Like, we just, hey, all right, I read books. I might watch a TV. So I might need a little couch. Like, we literally about to get exactly what we need. If we don't feel like we need it, we not finna get it. You know, so that's literally what we gonna do. Like, man, we finna go out, man. I'm finna get exactly what I'm going to use, and that is it. So I was like, man, y'all can't be mad. You're mad at somebody for keeping it simple. What is going on? Like, why is this a problem? Yeah, William, man, that materialistic life is nonsense, man. Like, people let these material possessions like define them. Like, man, you're not defined by the car you drive, how big your house is, how much money in your bank account, the job status, like your job title. You ain't defined by any of that. Stuff don't define you. But society has told you that it does. Kuma for sure, definitely be mindful. Consumer, I'm telling you, man, I know some millionaire, I know some wealthy people that don't even drive to work. They ride the bike, like they ride a bike. They get on the, man, they so frugal, they ride bikes to work. Like, that's what that like, you will see that person riding that bike and the type of clothes they got. He's like, man, they do the bum. Dude got more money than everybody. Dude can buy the job that he works for. He can buy it. I know plenty of people like that, man. They just working because they need something to do. Working because they need something to do. Like, I know plenty of people like that. I know plenty of people in that boat, man. They sitting on millions. You will never know it. You will never know it because we associating material possessions, material items with wealth and things of that nature. Them be some of the poorest individuals. Be some of the poorest individuals right there, man. Brandon, man, for sure, man. Hey, but at the same time, it's keeping you safe, though. It's gonna be hard for somebody to get one up on you. Like, that's what I'm always talking about. At the same time, it's definitely keeping you safe. I must say that because that's how I be. If I'm walking outside, I'm telling you, man, my head on swivel. I'm looking in all directions rapidly. Ain't nobody. Y'all done seen me go live from my gym, and when I see people pull into the park, like, y'all see my head going up, I'm looking. I'm like, man, I'm paying attention to what's happening. Ain't nobody about to come in here while I'm streaming it. Nah, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like I'm gonna catch them before they catch me. That's how I move. That's how I will always move. I'm catching them before they catch me. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. No, I'm not allowing somebody to get one up on me. I ain't allowing that. I ain't going out like that. Going out like that, man. We better than that, man. So keep your head on the swivel. Always keep your head on the swivel. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I think I just maxed out, man. I did my venting for the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. Y'all already know I gotta get prepared, man. Go back to this gym, finish up with these clients. This is a powerful stream. We starting off September on the right track, man. Today is the first, and y'all know Supreme Mathematics. 1 represents knowledge. So we were just coming with the knowledge, the information, observation, things based off experience, things of that nature. That is all associated with knowledge, man. So I just wanted to bring some knowledge to add it to the cipher and whatnot. So with that being said, man, I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate everybody, man. It's always peace. September gonna be a powerful month, man. I'm saying it right now. So stay tuned to the channel, man, because I'm coming at their throats. I'm coming at their throats in the month of September, man. It's something about September where I feel like I'm about to, what they say, go into the bag, man. So I'm about to start unleashing some very powerful information, man. So always stay tuned, because you never know when I'm gonna pop up on the stream. If y'all haven't figured out about now, kind of unpredictable, but that's just the way life is, man. What they say, God works in mysterious ways. I'm a representation of that. I work in mysterious ways. But stay tuned, man. It's gonna be a powerful month. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Wednesday. I'm out. Peace.